with this. Okay, so I'm going to try this again. Okay, so good, glorious, whatever time it is, and wherever you are. Um, but I just got to do this. Okay, it's been so many days, quite a good length of time since I've had the opportunity or taken the opportunity to get on here and do a nice little video for you guys. First of all, I need to say thank you to so many of you who have helped me to get through the grief of my granddaughter. And there needs to be an explanation for some of you, I know, because we did things a lot differently. We didn't have a big funeral and all this kind of stuff. And so it was better for us that way. Okay, so please forgive me. I'm hoping I didn't come across as being cold or I don't know the word right now, just not caring about tradition or what you guys would need. I know many of you wanted to come and be with us, but it's time to change up some things and do things a little bit differently, and that's what we chose to do. But I do recognize all your prayers, and I'm grateful for the support and strength that you served us with. It was, and it still is. It has a tendency to come in waves. So, and for other people that I recognize that had been having the loss of children, it's like, yeah. So now moving on to a happier place. I want to thank you so much again for all of the cards and the balloons and the gifts and just the thoughts that it's like, oh my gosh. So I got friends. Although we don't get to see each other and get to hold each other and celebrate, the way we usually do, or the way we used to do, back in the day. But still, those words on Facebook or um, um, all the different methods that you use to the text messages and all these things, technology is actually wonderful. So I did want to share another couple of things because I am kind of back on to making some videos, and so I'm going to be looking forward to you guys supporting me with that. Our life is not, there's not a promise day to day. So we have to live while we live and make sure that if we have a message, we put that message out there, okay? And especially to our young people, because our world is changing, okay? Everything is changing, and sometimes it seems quite topsy-turvy. But for those of us who have that faith, okay, that faith that we grew up with, okay, the grandmothers can tell them, and let's tell them that there is love, there is love in their hearts, and that first part of love should be for themselves, that it's okay to love themselves. All right? Of course, now we might have to explain what love might look like for yourself because the Gen X's and the Gen 10s and all these other kinds of things, all these other, it's just a big change from the way we grew up, okay? And so acceptance, and with a word of grandmotherly love. We can get by with telling them the strong stuff, okay? better than sometimes their parents can. Because when they get grown, they want to get out of their parents' house, okay? They want to do it themselves, even if it means doing it the hard way. But Grammys have a tendency to soften the blow, but still give them the words of wisdom. And sometimes we have to remind ourselves of that, because once we get over the hump of age and these pains and doctor visits become more frequent, yeah, that's when our faith has to kick in. And that's when we need to stand in front of the mirror and tell ourselves, I love every wrinkle. It's okay. It's going to be okay. I woke up again. I'm on this side of the world, so I'm going to put on some lipstick and a smile, and I'm going to love you, Glory. So now, wherever you are in this world, when you get up in the morning or when you get past a mirror, stop and back up and tell yourself, I love you, every wrinkle, every, okay? And if it's an ache or a pain, I feel you, knee. That's okay. You belong to me. I'm going to rub you. I'm going to take care of you. All right? And let's begin to let go of whatever issues we have in our lives, to surrender that to the Christ consciousness and love ourselves. Jesus said there are only 2 rules that you need to follow. 2 laws of life. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, your soul, your mind, with everything you have, and love your neighbor as yourself. And I'm going to remind you, you can't give me what you ain't got. So how are you going to love me as your neighbor if you don't know how to love you? Okay? And sometimes loving yourself might not be that second piece of birthday cake. Okay? Maybe loving yourself means to be disciplined and have a smaller piece of that birthday cake. I was proud of myself. Yes, I did. And the only reason I didn't have ice cream to go with it was because the person who was driving me, because I was on Galveston Island, we went to 3 places that should have had ice cream cones, and they didn't have any. So I behaved myself. Yeah. Until I got to another place. I think, I don't know if it was Kroger or Walmart or somewhere in there. The thing is, they didn't have 1 ice cream cone. Yeah, so I bought the whole freaking pint. But it took me 3 days to finish it. So I did pretty good. I loved myself in discipline. So, love yourself. Share that love with others, just as you've done with me, and know that I have appreciated it so much, so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will be hopping back on. I haven't been able to get on my bicycle. I've been here for 2 days, 3 days now. Anyway, I've been here for a few days and I haven't been able to get on my bicycle because I strained a ligament in my SI joint. So the best way to explain it is I've got a pain in the, there. I got a pain in the butt in my hip, and so I thought it was one thing, and it turns out that it's like a lot more. So I haven't been on my bike yet. I'm trying to get on it tomorrow. We'll see. I'll make my little video and you'll know. If I come on the video and I don't have on no lipstick and my hair is like not cut or combed, and I have a sad face, it's gonna be because I didn't get to my glorious ride. And I'm not going to try for 10 miles. I'll try for 2. I'll take 2, Lord. I'll just take 2. How much of you, how many of you know me by being on my bicycle? So anyway, I haven't been able to get there yet, but when I do, you're going to know, okay? And you're going to know that the world is not so topsy-turvy because the glorious one is on her bike. I'll send that out to you guys. I love you. I love you. I thank you so much for all of your love and support. And let's have another glorious day and pray for each other and for our children and our children's children. It's going to be all right. It'll be all right. Love you.